Hold on, what if I told you that BTS's Jin has a secret obsession? And no, it's not luxury fashion. Not expensive watches, not even his beloved Mario figurines. It's a Korean dish that he eats 3 times a week. Every single week. And before you guess, it's not Korean barbecue. It's not ramen. It's not even kimchi jjigae. It's something cold, something spicy, something that most international fans have probably never even heard of. It's called Mulhoe Korean cold sashimi soup. And once you hear Jin's story about it, you're going to want to try it immediately. I'm going to take you on a deep dive into Jin's favorite food, why it's become a viral sensation, and honestly, by the end of this video, you might just understand why Jin can't stop eating it. We're talking health benefits, Korean food culture, what the other members eat, and yes, I'll show you how to make it at home. So buckle up, because this is going to be a delicious ride. Let's get into it. Recently, Jin appeared on a popular Korean variety show, you know. The kind where celebrities open their fridges and get judged for what's inside. Yeah, that one. The staff opened Jin's fridge expecting maybe some fancy imported snacks, some protein shakes, the usual idol stuff. But what did they find? Raw fish, lots of it, neatly wrapped packages of fresh sashimi, vegetables prepped for Mulhoe. The hosts were genuinely surprised. And then Jin, in the most casual way possible, said, "I love raw fish, sushi, and Mulhoe. I even had it last night." The hosts laughed. They thought he was joking. But then Jin dropped the bomb, "I eat it about 3 times a week." 3 times a week. Now, if you're not familiar with Korean food culture, that might not sound like a big deal. But Mulhoe isn't your everyday convenience store meal. It requires fresh ingredients, preparation, and a real love for seafood. The fact that Jin goes out of his way to eat this specific dish multiple times a week? That's dedication. Fans immediately went wild on social media. Twitter exploded with reactions like, "Jin and his raw fish agenda." Mulhoe ambassador Jin when, and my personal favorite, BTS paved the way for Mulhoe. Only Jin could make a traditional Korean dish go viral worldwide, just by mentioning it on TV. So what exactly is Mulhoe? Because I'm guessing most of you have never tried it. And honestly, until Jin made it famous, even many Korean food lovers outside Korea didn't know about it. Mulhoe is a traditional Korean cold seafood soup. Let me break down the name. Mul means water or broth, and ho means raw fish or sashimi. So literally, it's water raw fish, but that sounds way less appetizing than it actually is. Imagine this: you've got thinly sliced raw white fish, usually flounder, rockfish, or sea bass. Then you add crunchy fresh vegetables like cucumber, lettuce, cabbage, and sometimes radish. Everything is ice cold and super refreshing. But here's where it gets interesting: the broth. It's not just water. It's a vibrant red, spicy, sweet, tangy mixture made from gochujang, which is Korean red chili paste, plus vinegar, sesame oil, sugar, and garlic. When you mix everything together, you get this incredibly refreshing, spicy, cooling experience. It's like if ceviche and Korean cold noodles had a baby. The fish is buttery and fresh. The vegetables are crunchy, and that broth? Addictive. Koreans especially love eating Mulhoe during hot, humid summer months. It's one of those dishes that cools you down, while waking up your taste buds with that spicy kick. You feel refreshed and energized at the same time. In coastal regions of Korea, places like Busan, Pohang, and Sokcho, Mulhoe is a local specialty. Every region has its own twist. Some add sea squirt, some use different fish. Some make the broth sweeter or spicier. But the core idea is always the same: cold, fresh, spicy, and unforgettable. Now let's talk about why Jin is so obsessed with this dish. And honestly, once you hear the benefits, you'll get it. First of all, it's incredibly healthy. We're talking about a dish that's around 76 calories per 100 grams. That's less than a small apple. And it's packed with about 15 grams of protein per serving, which is more than soy milk and nearly half of what you'd get from chicken breast. For someone like Jin, who's constantly performing, traveling, and maintaining his physique, Mulhoe is a dream food. High protein, low calorie, fresh ingredients — it checks every box. Raw fish is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for heart health, brain function, and glowing skin. You ever wonder why Jin's skin looks like it's been blessed by the skincare gods? Part of it might just be his Mulhoe habit. Omega-3s reduce inflammation, help with skin elasticity, and support mental clarity. Honestly, it's like eating beauty from the inside out. And then there are the vegetables. Cabbage aids digestion and gut health. Cucumbers are hydrating and full of antioxidants. Lettuce and leafy greens provide vitamins A and K, crucial for vision and bone health. So when Jin says he eats Mulhoe 3 times a week, he's not just indulging, he's making a smart choice that fuels his body and keeps him looking amazing. Nutrition experts said Mulhoe is one of the best dishes you can eat if you want to stay lean and energized. The only caution? Don't overdo the sauce if you're watching sugar intake, because gochujang and sweeteners can add up. But let's be real, if you're eating fresh fish and veggies, a little sugar in the sauce won't hurt you. Let's talk about where Mulhoe comes from, because understanding the culture makes the dish even more meaningful. Korea has a deep relationship with the sea. The Korean peninsula is surrounded by water on 3 sides, so seafood has always been a staple. From grilled mackerel to fermented fish to raw dishes like ho. Koreans have mastered preparing seafood in every way. Mulhoe specifically comes from coastal regions, where fishermen would bring in fresh catches daily. After a long day under the hot sun, they needed something filling, cooling, and quick to prepare. Mulhoe was the perfect solution. It's rooted in practicality, but over time became a beloved part of Korean summer cuisine. Families would gather and enjoy it together, especially during vacations to beach towns. There's a cultural philosophy in Korean food called Yi-yol Kai-yol, meaning fight heat with heat. But Mulhoe is the opposite, Yi-nang Kai-yol, or fight heat with cold. It's about balance, giving your body what it needs depending on the season. Jin eating Mulhoe regularly shows he's not just following trends, he's connected to traditional Korean food wisdom. He understands that food is medicine, that what you eat affects how you feel and perform. And that's inspiring. Now, Jin isn't the only BTS member with interesting eating habits. Let's look at what the other guys love to eat. Jungkook is known for loving anything carb-heavy. He's mentioned loving pizza, ramen, and Korean comfort foods like tteokbokki. He's also a big fan of meat, especially pork belly. Jimin has talked about his dedication to healthy eating, especially before comebacks. He's mentioned eating chicken breast, sweet potatoes, and lots of vegetables. V loves japchae, stir-fried glass noodles, and has a known sweet tooth. He enjoys bread, pastries, and his grandma's homemade dishes. Is a big fan of meat, especially Korean barbecue and galbi, marinated short ribs. He also loves makgeolli and traditional Korean meals. Suga is pretty low-key but has mentioned loving meat and being a fan of ttangsuyuk, sweet and sour pork. J-Hope loves Sprite and has mentioned being a fan of kimchi, jjigae and other Korean stews. He's also health-conscious and enjoys balanced meals. So compared to the other members, Jin's Mulhoe obsession is unique. While the others gravitate toward comfort food, grilled meat, or carbs, Jin is out here eating cold raw fish soup like it's his job. It really shows his individuality and genuine love for traditional, healthy Korean food. When Jin revealed his Mulhoe habit, the internet went absolutely wild. Twitter was flooded with memes. Fans said things like, Jin should be Korea's official seafood ambassador. Forget ramen, we're all eating raw fish now because of Jin. Jin's influence is so strong, he's making us crave food we've never tried. Mulhoe sold out in my area after Jin mentioned it. Some fans even started a Mulhoe challenge, where they'd try to make or order Mulhoe and post their reactions. The results were hilarious. Some loved it, some were shocked by the spice, and some couldn't handle the texture of raw fish. But the point is, Jin made people curious. He made people want to step outside their comfort zones and try something new. Korean restaurants worldwide reported an increase in Mulhoe orders. Some places that didn't even have it on the menu started offering it because of demand. There were even Korean food bloggers and YouTubers who made Jin's Mulhoe videos showing how to recreate his favorite dish. Only Jin, worldwide handsome himself, could turn a traditional Korean summer dish into a global trend. just by casually mentioning it on TV. That's the power of BTS. That's the power of Jin. But here's where it gets even better. In part 2, I'm going to show you exactly how to make Jin's favorite mulhoe at home, step by step. We're talking ingredients, techniques, pro tips, everything you need to recreate this dish in your kitchen. Plus, we'll dive deeper into how BTS and Jin have influenced global Korean food culture, and what this means for the future of K-food around the world. Trust me, you don't want to miss part 2. It's coming soon, so make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell. See you in part 2.